Hey guys, this is xElaZtiK bringing you another tutorial. Today we're going to be focusing on lighting, so giving your animation that finishing touch. We're going to look at different kind of lights. We're also going to look at the moving the camera and finally creating like a background for your animation. So let's start off by creating a simple text. I am not going to edit the text at all. I'm just going to leave it like that. Let's change our render settings to 1280, 720. There we go. So let's leave it like that. Then we're going to go and make a color for the theme of this animation. So let's make it a green, something like that. Let's put a reflection, drop the brightness, drop the mix strength, and let's drag it onto the text. So let's render that. It's looking pretty good. Next, so first let's add a basic light. So the light you have here, as you can see, it is just a basic Omni light. You can move it just like any other object. So you can rotate it also, but it doesn't really matter in this case because it shines either way. But you can move it up and down. So give it different angles. So here you can see the light's only on the little bit of the T. If you back it up, it's shining on the whole text. So you can give it different angles to like a better brightness and stuff like that. So down here you got the light's properties. You can change its intensity, color, a whole bunch of stuff here. You can change the coordinates of the light, the size. Increase it like that. You can rotate it, like I said. It's not that different. What else? Another thing I like is the lens effects. So we can let's add a wide angle to it, and let's render that, and I'll show you what it looks like. So you got that cool little looking lens effect. Another one's a red one. Here's the preview down here. So you got that cool. Also down here, you got some reflexes. Like that actually looks pretty cool, I must say. That looks really cool. Yeah. So there's a lot of things you could do with lights. I'm just gonna put this back to inactive. Yeah. So there's a lot of things you could do with the lights that really affect your text and animation. Really, it's like a finishing touch, basically. So the next thing I wanted to add is the second light, which I love the most, is the background light that matches the text. So what you're going to want to do is keep the type as Omni light, but put the shadow as shadow map soft and volumetric for visible light. So there you got this big circle, and if we render that, you can see there's a light behind the text. So we can extend that, but what I like to do with this light is I like to make it match the color of the text. So something close, something similar to that. So when we render that, you can see it kind of matches the text, and it just brings it out more. So I really like that light. So that's about it for lights. You can play around with it. Move them around, add different lights. Of course, there's spotlights, area lights. There's a lot of other lights we could use, but there's too many to cover. I don't have enough time. But I wanted to get down on the basic camera animation, so let's just go on here. Sorry, let me show you how to get that. Go to where you found the light, and right here, not target camera, but click camera, and click this box right here. So whatever you see is what the camera is. So basically you are the camera at this point. So you can keyframe the position of the camera. So by hitting this button here, we'll start at this position, move to 40, let's make it shorter to 30, and we could rotate it over here. Move it over here and then rotate it to look right there, and then keyframe. And when we play this back, you can see the position of the camera changes, and that's looking pretty cool. So you could do a lot with the camera. You can make it come up from the bottom, from the back. The camera, I think, can really make a simple animation look very cool. So all these things are just finishing touches on your animation. Last thing I wanted to talk about is the floor, which will be used as the background. So just, oh, 1 second. So once again, just hit where go to where the light was found, go to floor, go to coordinates in the middle one, right, rotate it on the far right in the middle, rotate it 90 degrees, and then you immediately get this kind of background. If I center that, but you can see the background doesn't take up the whole page, so let's extend this to 199. Whoops. 9, whatever, it doesn't really matter. So now you got this big, long background. So if we render that, might take a while, but you can see the light right here. Maybe a white background is not the best, so let's create a black color to put on the background to better display the light. So let's put that on the floor, and let's render that, and you'll see that you can see the green light with the black background. So that's looking pretty cool. So that's about it for just basic. Of course, you can add a whole bunch of other stuff, but that's just the basic stuff you want to know. You have sunlight, stages. I'm not even sure what the stage means. Never tried it, but basically the stuff you're looking at to do to work with are the lights, the camera, and if you want the floor. The camera, I think, is the most important, and probably the lights. So yeah, so that's about it. That was just a brief tutorial on giving your animation some nice finishing touch and working with lights, camera, and floors / backgrounds. So this is the end of the tutorial. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.